Welcome everybody, I'm Burner. This is The Walking Dead Road to Survival, and we're going to do another installment of Stuff and Things. Um, Basically where I just talk and sort of throw my 2 cents worth on something in the game. Thought about maybe making this just a museum piece, but I'm going to talk about more than just what this is. So let's jump in real quick. And I'm going to be talking about what I'll call premier collections, because it seems like what Scopely may be introducing for us. And here you see the doctor is in. Let's go inside. And the collection is basically if you get the new Dr. Stevens that's available in Premier Recruits, and if you also get the Dr. Stevens Bone Saw, which is being up for availability in the Premier Arms cache. Um, and so they're basically two new items at the same time. And if you manage to get them, you can see here you get 12,100 collection score, 650 5-star recruit tokens. You got a crate here with elite rare gear to do some leveling, and then you get Universal Trainer Aiden. Um, the rewards are nice, but here's the thing. This isn't a collection, sort of like other collections, where I would recommend that you're actually trying to complete it. By that, a lot of the other collections are things that are readily available through regular gameplay, and you can maybe tailor your gameplay a little bit to kind of piece together what you don't have. This, on the other hand, is a huge move by Scopely as a business. This has nothing to do with gameplay, improving gamer experience. This is all about encouraging spending money. And, you know, it's a good business move on their side. I'm not going to shit on Scopely about everything. This is a smart thing to reward people that are paying more. And the reason I don't recommend that this is something you aim for, these premier collections are going to be something that maybe you luck into if you're the average player, even if you're the average spending player. Because even though the rewards look nice, let's talk about what would actually have to happen. To get Dr. Stevens, sure, there's going to be people that you'll see on a board or, just in a forum that are going to be like, oh, I got Stevens on 3 single pulls and I got the bone saw on the first pull. Yeah, but there's, tens, if not hundreds of thousand people playing this game. And of course, somebody's going to get lucky and kind of piece these together very cheaply. But most of us aren't. Dr. Stevens isn't even guaranteed on a large pool right now, which is 35. So 7,500 coins, not guaranteed. You do a large pool for the bone saw. I think it's like 4,700 coins. You're still not guaranteed that. So you could put both of those together and spend over $100 and not have a single piece of this collection. So this is basically a collection for people who want to spend, and this is more of a bonus to reward those people that have spent on both. This isn't something that you should try and achieve, I would say, because you're going to end up spending a lot of money. So this is more of a reward for people who have spent money and managed to get these two things, as opposed to a collection that should encourage you to spend until you get these two things. If you want Dr. Stevens and you want that bone saw and you're going to spend for them anyway, this is just going to reward you. But if you're a regular player, this collection popping up in the museum should in no way encourage you to spend on something you weren't going to spend, because it's not worth that. If you look at the rewards in the sense of money you might have to spend, if you spend $300 to complete this collection, are those really rewards, or are those just something that got thrown along with the character and the weapon? So from a business standpoint, I see why Scopely would put this in here. It is going to encourage some people, probably those that are less familiar with the game, to maybe attempt to achieve this collection. But for those of us that have been playing a while and have a very good feel of what the odds are of achieving these two parts of the collection, this really shouldn't make you spend any money. But like I said, I'm not going to knock on Scopely for that. I look at it more as just they're rewarding people who have spent, but it should in no way, just because it's a collection, limited time that pops up in the museum, make you change your gameplay and make you spend more money, because this isn't worth it. That's all I really have to say about it. Yeah, it's a little enticing because it's a collection, and like most of us that play games, we want to complete as much as we can. People who are trophy hunters in other games or score hunters. But Don't let it get you. Play the game the way you were going to play it. Don't worry about this collection. It even says you can have 0 to 10 of these. Anybody who's getting 10 Dr. Stevens and 10 bone saws, that's a player I don't understand, because that's a ridiculous amount of money on a mobile game. But who knows? Maybe somebody's out there. I'd love to see that screenshot. In fact, if you are the person who spent God knows how much money to get 10 Dr. Stevens and 10 bone saws and maxed out the amount of collections you could claim, please send us a screenshot and comment below. I'd love to see that. If you got anything else to add, please do, guys. As always, if you enjoy, like. If you're new and you want to see more, please subscribe. Next time.